Hello everyone, welcome back to another Dragon Ball episode talk. My goodness, it has been so long since I made one of these. I made like a bunch of these, like episode 1 through 57 at the beginning of the year. It is now, well, at the beginning of 2025, let's say that, okay? Like in January of 2025, I made all that stuff. Now, it is November of 2025, and I'm continuing on, even though it's just another week for you guys. It's been a while for me. So, to be honest, that intro narration about what happened in the last thing, yeah, that desperately needed that. But we're back with another one, so let's just get straight into it, shall we then? So this episode starts off, as I said, with the opening narration about what happened previously, with Goku also on the Nimbus the entire time. Then we have Blue. He was on a camel in the desert and he's hot, so okay, that's fine. And then apparently Black goes over to Red. Yes, we work with colors here. But anyway, he's like, Yellow has found the Dragon Ball. Or at least he has trouble finding the Dragon Ball. But then we cut over there and the people find the Dragon Ball. Problem is, it's in the lava. Well, close to the lava, that is. It's very close to the lava. So what do? Well, they're gonna use a helicopter. Meanwhile, a giant man called Bora is teaching his son Upa to fish. However, when he catches a fish, a bigger fish jumps out and eats the littler fish. So that doesn't work out. But then the big fish wants to eat the sun as well. So Bora decides to beat it up in order to protect the sun and maybe also catch it. I actually kind of forget if that happened. And apparently they live next to Korin Tower, or at least, well, the land on the land of Korin, let's say that. Who will become a lot more important later on. But we'll get there. We'll get there. It's gonna take a couple episodes before we get there. So then Yellow's people, they try and get the ball, but sadly enough, according to what Bora says later on, they upset the mountain. So yeah, the volcano starts to erupt and a bunch of balls start, well, not necessarily balls, but rocks start flying, including the Dragon Ball as well. So they did not get the ball. So now they have to find the Dragon Ball. Meanwhile, when the rocks are flying, Bora decides to get on top of Upa in order to protect the wee one from the flying rocks, which is like, dude, what are you made out of? Those things are full of lava. What are you made out of? What are the people in this universe made out of? So the Yellow Squad, they go out to search, and Upa actually finds the Dragon Ball, but obviously doesn't know what it is. Dad looks at it, also doesn't know what it is. Then the Red Ribbon Army people arrive, and they want Bora to be basically their slave in that sense. And Bora's like, yeah, no thank you. So then he's like, I wasn't asking, and put the gun on him. But then he notices the ball and is like, give me the ball. And he's like, no. It's like, all right, men, shoot him. So they all start shooting him. The sun runs in order to hide, obviously. But they all start to shoot him, and obviously he does nothing, because what are guns to anime people, I guess? What power does a gun have in front of anime people? Let's be honest here. People in animes, they eat guns for breakfast. Probably Goku literally does that. So then afterwards he proceeds to beat up a lot of them and also impale one of them, which I was actually forgot how violent sometimes Dragon Ball can be, at least the early parts of Dragon Ball. So when I saw that spear going through that guy, I was like, Jesus. But anyway, he beats them all, but Yellow is able to escape, and he calls back to Red, who then threatens Yellow with the fact that he's going to send Tao if Yellow fails. So then Yellow's like, no, sir, he has a son, so I'll go and get the son. So this is a stupid thing. I will say that right now, this is a stupid thing. So basically, he's in a plane, right? And he starts to fly that plane back towards the camp where Bora and Upa were. But Bora has left in order to be able to get the, well, the bodies away, basically. So what he does is he turns off the power, but still stays in the air. Basically goes in stealth mode, grabs the kid, turns power back on. While the whole time flying, by the way. But then he turns the power back on and he flies off. And I'm like, I don't really know if a plane works like that. Like, can you just do that? Can you just, like, glide if you have no power? Like, how does that work? But whatever. Anyway, he gets the kid, and then Bora's like, give me back my son. What do you want? I want the ball. Okay, here, I'll give you the ball. No, if I come down there, you're gonna beat me up. So you throw the ball up here. And he's like, no, I'm true to my word. Meanwhile, Goku comes flying in, and he's like, that logo kind of looks familiar. You're with the red ribbon. Jumps up on the plane, punches the yellow guy, and then Upa starts to fall, so Goku jumps on Nimbus in order to save Upa. Which, by the way, Goku doesn't catch the kid. Goku just lets the kid fall on Nimbus. But as we saw with Krillin, there's a chance the kid may not be pure of heart, so it could have gone through the clouds. So you were lucky, Goku, but this could have gone very bad. But anyway, there you go. The day is saved. So then when he gets on land, he notices the Dragon Ball. He's like, can I see that Dragon Ball? And then Bora's like, so you're also after these things. A bit suspicious. But then afterwards, Goku counts the stars. He's like, finally found the 4-star Dragon Dragon Ball. Fantastic. There you go. He got it. Goku is happy. Meanwhile, at the Red Ribbon base, Blue finally returns to the base, and he has a little bit of an altercation at the gate because the two idiots at the gate forgot who Blue was. So they get, well, one of them gets beaten up. The other one is like, oh, I'm so sorry, sir. I'll open the gate. Don't worry about that. But then inside of the base, we meet Mercenary Tao, and that's how you end it. And to be honest, for being away from Dragon Ball for so long, which by the way was a good thing, it has allowed me to recharge myself for the next set of Dragon Ball episodes, because I will say, the way I was making these videos before, I was burned out. Okay, I was burned out by the time I was at the General Blue Saga. Like, I was just done. But now, thanks to the MCU stuff, I figured out a better way to do this so that I won't be able to get burned out. So we're back with another set of Dragon Ball episodes. By the way, the episodes that I'm gonna record, the episode talks, is from this episode until the end of the King Piccolo saga. That is what I have planned, because there's a lot of other stuff that I want to do. But anyway, I very much enjoyed this episode. It was a very good episode to come back to. So let me know what you guys thought about this episode in the comment section down below. And with that being said, thank you all so very much for watching, and I do hope you guys have enjoyed. And if you did, please like, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Turn on notifications. Don't forget to check out the Let's Play channel, link description and at the end of the video. And I'll see you guys next week for another Dragon Ball episode talk. Bye!